Listen, the price is the price. Usher and Chris Brown tour is coming up, and there's going to be a lot of unpaid rent, a lot of car notes that get behind because those ticket prices are crazy. But the price is the price. You see, when Usher and Chris Brown management got together, they didn't say, what do we think the people will pay? They looked at what they thought that they brought to the marketplace, and they priced it as such. Now, there's people out there that's like, man, these ticket prices is way too high. Then guess what? You won't pay for them. But for the other people, they're going to borrow, steal, whatever the case, because the price is the price. There's a message in what I'm saying. I grew up in the 1900s, and I know that sounds crazy, but when you look at it, we are in the 2000s. So I grew up in the 1900s, and I remember when people were getting killed for a pair of Jordans. The shoes would come out, there would be a line. People would just either steal them, shoot them, whatever the case may be, right? But Nike didn't say, you know what, due to the many deaths that are happening, we're going to lower our prices. No, the price is the price. Now, I gave those examples because yesterday I said that I was CEO of me. So I look at myself as a $1 billion company. I ain't even gonna say $1 billion. I'm priceless because I am the CEO of me. So my price is my price. So when you try to come into my life, it is not my job to lower my value to suit you. I'm not lowering nothing about myself to make you comfortable. Because when you go to the gas pump to pump some gas, you don't walk into the gas station and say, listen, I know that this gas is $5. All I got is $3. Can you work with me? No, the price is the price. So why is it that you allow people to come into your space and lower your prices? You see, for me, I value my peace. So if I value my peace, I'm not going to let you come into my space and rob me of my peace because I value my peace. And the problem is so many people put themselves on sale. When you're walking in the mall or you're walking into the Gucci store, you don't walk in thinking, okay, I'm about to get them. This belt $1,200, but I'm about to get it for $600. No, you don't do that. You either got it or you don't. And the Gucci store don't like window shoppers. So when you come in, they're on you. There's certain car lots that you go through, they won't even come out and help you. Because for them, if you're coming to this lot, if you're coming to look at that G-Wagon, I don't have to sell you on it. The car sells itself. Now, if it's a $2,000 car and you know that you can only afford $35,000, you can't walk on that lot and talk them down to what you're worth. And I'm saying all of that to say this. There are so many people right now that are lowering their value to suit others. Because when you place yourself here, for the untrained eye, they don't know what it took for you to get here. They don't know all of the stuff that you had to go through to get here. So when they come into their life, they looking at it like, you think you better than me. You think you all of that. And if you're not careful, you will start discounting. But they don't do that with anybody else, but they do it to you because you allow it. You see, there's a notion, and I don't know where it came from, but Mondays are the worst day of the week. And it gets passed down and it gets passed down. You got commercials about it. So here you are waking up in the morning. I've been up since 2 something. But if you're just now waking up, you look at the clock, you like, oh my gosh, the weekend that went by that fell, oh man, this, that, and other. And you start speaking these things. And then Monday becomes the worst day of the week for you. But if you're like me, when I wake up, first of all, I'm thanking God that you put my name on the list to wake up this morning. Whatever happens in this course of this day today, that's on me. Because if I get out there and it's traffic, guess what? That traffic might be stopping me from getting into a 10-car pileup later on down the line. And if I'm going to be late, that's my fault because I should have woke up a lot earlier. But when you start speaking these things, you start devaluing yourself. See, when people say, I just want peace, I just want this, that, and other, but you're online fighting. You are having discord online. That's why it never fails me when I see certain things and I see people that never met in real life and they're arguing online about something that has nothing to do with them. I was looking this weekend about the Jocelyn and Lemmy, the Zeus Network thing, and I love to read the comments, right? And I'm reading the comments and there's people fighting back and forth for something that doesn't have anything to do with them. And guess what? Later down the line, they might become cool again. Meanwhile, you talking junk to somebody that lives on the other side of the world and y'all talking about when I see you and this, that, and the other. That's low vibration. And when that entertains you, guess what you start doing? You start seeking that type of entertainment. You start seeking that out. The price is the price. Nobody can make you feel anything that you don't already feel about yourself. That's why you find yourself in these situations and you get upset and you be like, man, they must think I'm stupid. Can't nobody make you feel like you don't already feel. And I'm not saying that you think that you're stupid, but you've had some points in your life that you thought that you might not have been the smartest. So when someone touches and dances on that about yourself, it's magnified. But you're telling everybody you want peace. You're telling everybody you got it all together. The price is the price. You cannot walk into a Foot Locker and see them shoes that's $225 and walk up to the counter and say, hey, listen, I'm in a bind right now. All I can afford is $175. Can you do it for me? They're going to look at you like you crazy. But yet and still, every time you allow someone in your life, if you a $1 billion company and they're $1,000 industry, you allow them to come in and devalue. It's kind of like the market value, right? When you live in an area and it's a lot of crime, guess what happens? It brings down the property value. So you can have the nicest house on the block. Y'all ain't never had no police activities. You know, you're working and this, that, and other. But because where you live, all of that foolishness is going around, it brings down the property value. So when I say I'm CEO of my life, that's how I look at my life. If I want my property value to stay high, I can't allow certain things around me. And I am unapologetic for loving me the way that I do. And see, when people say, love me, I love me. Well, guess what? Your actions don't show that, because you got people in your life that talk to you crazy. And you think it's a form of strength that you can get back with them, when all you got to do is cut them off. See, when we're facing all of these problems, we always like to put the devil on it. The devil is testing me. No, the devil don't care that much about you. That's a you thing. So I just wanted to get this out there, right? Because I know people are about to be in some debt for them Chris Brown, Usher tickets. And I'm not blaming them for the ticket prices, because the price is the price. They're not going to lower it to suit you so that you can pay your rent. If you think that it's worth it, that's what you're going to pay. So as you are going into the work week, as you are going about your day, take a moment and think about everybody that's around you. Think about everybody that's in your circle, everybody in your life, and ask yourself, are they bringing down the property? Are you devaluing yourself to make them comfortable? The price is the price.